Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently working on wrapping up our beta war. We of course have a little bit to work on here. We are just farming some nice war exhaustion over here. You can ignore this, I just started up the game. It's actually 22 to 47% on the war exhaustion, so that is fine. We'll just bump this up to the fastest speed, and apparently, thanks Unity setup. I'm updating Unity, but that's not relevant. And actually, you probably couldn't see that, so I'm not even sure why I'm commenting on it. There's not really any point. But we are just looking to get a status quo settle here. We don't really care about anything else. What spaceport is under attack? Oh, this one over here. Yeah, that's to be expected. That is absolutely to be expected. Kinetic weapon damage finishing up. Excellent. They are still just pouring out of this mega structure over here, the mega shipyard. I like it. The shroud is accessible. Let's go ahead and access it. We'll reach in. Ethic attractiveness? You know what? Sure. We'll do that. Now, what are we currently doing with the Colossus? Do we have orders issued for that? I don't think we do. Okay, so we should probably figure out where we want to hit next. And maybe Stenlar is a good option? I think that's reasonable. The major issue here, of course, is that they could come in with a force, but they don't really have any power in this region. So I think we're just going to jump drive over to Stenlar, and once we're done there, we will Shine Divine Zinix. Oh, I shift-clicked that. Can you not shift-click? That would be really awkward if you can't shift-click this, but maybe I messed it up. You can't shift-click the Colossus order. Awkward. At least not after a jump drive order. Okay. That is very strange indeed. I did not expect to see that, but we'll just jump drive straight on over. We're now here, and we are going to Shine Divine. Excellent. Hostile fleets are present over here, and that's a pretty good-sized fleet, actually. It's not going to win. But it's a pretty good-sized fleet. That's going to give us quite a lot of war exhaustion. Oh, hang on. The game is actually frozen right now. There we go. It was an autosave, maybe? I'm not sure what was going on there. Or simply a necrophage? It shouldn't have been a necrophage taking that long, though. Yeah, absolutely no problem here. We'll go ahead and reinforce that fleet. Fantastic. They're up to 52% war exhaustion right now. So that is great. That will continue to come up, of course. I do see this fleet over here. That's a relatively strong fleet. So that's nice. We're just going to come over here, take this out. Absolutely no problem there. And we are preparing to make a believer out of Zinix right now. So that is absolutely wonderful. As far as this up here goes, these guys could push in over here. That is absolutely fine. We are going to want to claim just as much as we can. I'm noticing that we don't have control over these. Do we have those claimed? I don't actually know if we have them claimed or not. Let's check. Yeah, that's right. I didn't do any claims over here. The claims are all over here. Yeah, that is exactly correct. Now, this up here would cost 210. We may want to start making claims over here. They will be much cheaper. If we did, I would want to grab these over here. I'd want to push up to these two locations, strategically speaking, maybe even into what I'm going to call burritos, but is definitely Bertios. Okay. So the question then becomes, what do we want to claim? And I think we'll answer that when we're either about to declare the peace here, or we're probably going to want more admin cap, or when our influence is getting close to full. One or the other. What station is under attack? This is not an issue. Okay. Are these guys potentially coming to try to take back this region? I do want to attack them. Are they coming in at us? It looks like they are, but this is not going to go well for them. This is not going to go well for them at all. hello. Yep, this is happening. It's absolutely fine. They're at 54% war exhaustion right now, and we're just trying to move that up. Eventually, this war will end, and when that happens, we will definitely be going for total war in the future. Yeah, we won this. Absolutely no surprise whatsoever. We'll go ahead and get that reinforced up a little bit. This is probably going to create us a little bit of a mess in our military fleets, but I'm okay with that. 60% war exhaustion right now. Let's get this war finished up. How close are they to just accepting the status quo? 11 reasons away right now. It's going to continue getting better for them, of course, in terms of their acceptance of this. Which I guess means it's going to continue getting worse for them, which is the exact opposite of what I just said, but that is completely fine. Okay, we have finished converting this world over. That is wonderful. Now, if we look at this population here, we have removed any robot pops that were here, and hi, Visual Studio Installer. Yeah, that's nice. And we have converted them all over to Spiritualist. It doesn't really do that much for us, but that'll be fine for now. We could head over to here and Shine Divine there. I don't hate that. I think that's good. Now, if we look at this, we can see they only have 6 reasons now to not accept this, which is nice. They have a fleet over there, but it's not a very relevant fleet. In fact, this fleet is not going to win this fight against this starbase. That's fine. Now, as I said, we are getting a bit of a mess over here. That was fully expected. We're going to be out of this war very soon, though. Which is great. We absolutely want to be out of this war. They're currently at -5 reasons to accept this. And of course, our Colossus can't actually defend itself. So we need to keep that in mind. Our Colossus is basically on the front line. So there is that. These guys are going to come back over to here, and then they're going to grab this, and then head down to here. Perfect. Oh, we did miss this. So we'll do that first. There we go. Something along the lines of that. I like it. What? What spaceport? Oh, this is a space amoeba? Awkward. Very awkward. I don't think there's anything else. I think it was just the space amoeba. Is it something up here, maybe? I don't think so. Sounds good. Okay, so in we go over here. And that, of course, works magnificently. Armor hit points, that is fine. Let's go for explosive weapon damage. Sure, why not? We're at 671 right now for our influence. These guys are just kind of running around. They're -1 reason right now, and there is this fleet that is getting a little bit close to our Colossus. However, we're currently firing our weapon. So I think we get out of here in time. We're 1/3 done. We're 2/3 done. And we are done. Get out of there. Are we still cooling down the jump drive? We may still be cooling down the jump drive. Regardless, get out of there. I don't see the cooldown in the tooltip. Interesting. Now we can do this. Fascinating. Stop that order. And... it must be... Yeah. So this is slightly deceiving here. The star is actually located at this hex because the star is significantly below the galactic plane. So this is just out of range of our jump drive. So we're going to jump drive to Sinistra instead. That's fine. These guys are a ways away still. We should be fine. We'll be able to get out of there, no problem. We'll push in over here. We're at 75%. They would accept this status quo. That said, I do want to make additional claims, which would probably mean that they're not going to accept it. We can make those claims over here. Or we can make those claims over here. We're likely to get more systems over here, but they'll be harder to hold with our starbase capacity. So there's that. Alternatively, we could grab something like this, which isn't super useful, but it's not super unuseful either. I suppose we could build a gateway up here. That wouldn't be too bad. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. And these guys, at this point, if we were to... Oh, they would actually still accept this? Let's let it tick forward a month tick here. We'll get the autosave through. They would actually still accept this. Okay. We'll status quo it. Yeah, they don't get any systems here, and we're going to get 4 planets and 17 systems. I like it. This is probably going to be a little bit of a lengthy calculation here as it gives all those over. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Excellent. So you can see here, we're now at peace, and we do need to get our fleets back home and properly set back up. So these guys are over here right now. We're just going to jump drive them back to here. These guys are grouping up with us. It's slightly awkward, but I guess it's fine. We're going to jump drive these guys out of here as well. We'll jump drive them over to, say, here. Huh. Could have sworn that we had claims on these. Oh well, it's not super relevant. We'll get them soon enough. I'm not too concerned. Let's grab our construction ship. Yeah, we need to clean all this up. Let's grab our construction ship, and I want to immediately jump drive here. Once there, I want to begin work on a gateway, which, of course, we don't have the influence for just yet. That'll cost 100, so we'll wait on that for a little bit. We're at 35 out of 33 starbases, but some of these starbases are no longer necessary. Like, for example, this one. This is an anchorage, so this would not actually be the worst to keep around. Honestly, I think we're going to downgrade this one. That's a shipyard. We need to downgrade a total of 2. This is another shipyard. We'll downgrade that one. This one is a defensive station. I don't think we actually need this here. We can just push in to Damune, and I think we'll be completely fine. So that'll be just fine. We actually have an additional starbase capacity here. Now, we didn't grab anything over here, and we definitely need to make sure that these combat fleets are coming home. So we'll just jump drive over to Sinistra, and let's see where we have any other combat fleets at. There's one in Terminal Egress. That is completely fine to keep where it is. And then you're fine where you are, as are you. So that's the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. All good to go. The 4th is moving. Where are the 5th and 6th? Okay, yeah, they definitely need to come back over this way. Just drop them, say, in Wodriax. The 6th combat fleet can just keep chilling right where it is. Now, the 1st combat fleet is in need of 14 corvettes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. All of these will go into the 1st combat fleet, just like that. The 1st combat fleet is also in need of 8 destroyers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's perfect. In they go. And are we in need of 2 cruisers? Actually, yeah. So all of these just pop into the 1st combat fleet. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and get the 2nd combat fleet reinforced. The 3rd doesn't need it. The 4th needs a little bit. The 5th needs a little bit as well. And the 6th is completely fine. Wonderful. I do think we should probably get out a couple more construction ships right now. So let's hop into Voidpool here, into the Mega Shipyard. And let's get 2 additional construction ships. I was going to do 3. I changed my mind because of our influence levels. We may go for 3 a little bit later on, though. Okay, now, as far as our new planets go, we definitely need to go through here. Now, I did redo these, or not redo them, but I maintained them off camera, so that should be noted. We need a specialist job on this refinery station. That's very hard to come by. It needs to get demoted. I really wish there was a way to spend energy credits to instantly demote a specialist. Like, come in here, have a demote button, like right here. They could move this down, put in a demote button right here. Have it cost, you know, like, I don't even care how much it costs. Some amount of energy credits. Maybe the same amount as resettling or something. But that would be a nice thing, but unfortunately, that's not a thing, so that guy's going to be not doing anything for a while. Same thing over here. This factory station needs a specialist job, as well as some housing. We're going to give it a trade district for right now, and we'll give it a Cyto Revitalization Center. This station needs a specialist job as well. We're going to do the same exact thing. This factory station needs a Chamber of Elevation. Wonderful. This Forge World here, it could definitely use an alloy foundry. This refinery station needs jobs. That's going to be hard to come by for it, though, unfortunately. This tech world, what does it need? I mean, a specialist, but it's unlikely to get any additional specialists. I mean, we could do a Chamber of Elevation upgrade, but I don't think that's really worthwhile. I think we'll just pop this guy over to our Ecumenopolis. Call it good. Where's that unemployed guy? There he is. Excellent. This Forge World here definitely needs an alloy foundry. Wonderful. This Tech World, I mean, it's doing fine, honestly. It can grab a research lab as well as a city district. Perfect. This Refinery World is lacking in amenities right now, as well as a few jobs. I'm going to drop a generator district here and put in a city district. Yes, that's the same amount of jobs, but that will give us a few amenities. We're currently lacking in worker unemployment, and I'm going to go ahead and move these guys over to our Ecumenopolis as well. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to move it to our agricultural ring world, because we're actually a little low on food. Not consumer goods. That's a little odd. But there we go. We'll get those over. We've also got a few criminals in there. It's awkward. Okay. This refinery world... Was this the same one we were just doing? It might be. For now, I'm going to go ahead and resettle those over onto our agricultural ring world as well. This guy. There we go. I did think that we had 3 unemployment and I only moved 2, so that may well be what happened. We're lacking a little bit in housing here, but we've got city districts, so that's not a concern. I think we'll just put in a civilian industry and allow this to continue to grow. Okay. This refinery station over here. This is not much of a refinery station. Of course, most of these are worlds that we captured, right? These are not worlds that we set up. So, like, for example, Kartox here. What exactly is this supposed to be? It produces some exotic gases. It's got a chamber of elevation. So, we've clearly done something on here. We have a chamber of elevation here as well, and here. Where are our new planets at? That was what I was really looking for. I mean, there's this refinery station. That is new. It does need a chamber of elevation. It also could use a gene clinic. If I can remember where G is in the alphabet. Or no, it has a gene clinic. What am I talking about? That's completely fine. Ruler unemployment, we will have to wait for those to demote. It's highly unfortunate, but there's no way around it. So, yeah, the Chamber of Elevation, and it's just these stations. Gotcha. That is not what I intended to click on. There we go. Excellent. So I think we're good there for now. Let's check on the status of our truce with these lads. Okay, 2541, 901. So about 6 months. That sounds perfect, actually.
A study has been completed.
I'm not at all concerned about that. Necrophyte shortages, we're completely fine with that. Let's grab the shield hit points, I think. That'll be fine. Excellent. And we need to be starting to plan our invasion of the United Trading Pact. Now, that's going to be a total war, right? So that's definitely something that we need to consider. These guys are all just moving around. Yeah, that's to be expected. We should definitely begin building a gateway up here, although we don't have the influence yet, so we'll have to wait on that.
A study has been completed.
This refinery station is lacking a single job. We could use rare crystals. That'll be okay. I was thinking about doing something else, but no, I decided against it. It'll definitely be the rare crystals for now. Refinery jobs are so complicated, though, because they're so housing positive instead of being housing neutral like a lot of the others. I don't think we need the admin cap at this time. I do think we can afford to up our fleet command limit, though. That's not something I'm opposed to currently. Kinetic weapon attack speed? Go for it. Excellent. I want to get this gateway underway as soon as we can. Of course, we are going to need to wait on that for a little bit until we have, well, 1 more month tick is how long we're going to need to wait on that gateway. We need to decide where we want our other gateways to be, though, and let's get down to our other civilian ships. I think our nearest gateway over here is all the way up here. That's not super far. But I feel like this is actually a reasonable place for another gateway. I mean, ideally it would be in Demiune. Maybe we should just wait until we have that. Although a gateway over here would be a solid place to have one. We'll have to invade from here, though, because we don't have defenses. So we'll have to keep that in mind. As far as over here goes, we really don't need one over here. I think if we've got one here and here, that will feed logistically over into here just fine. So maybe we don't actually need this third construction ship. It's not really a waste. It's not like we have the alloys uncapped or something. Okay, let's start this gateway going. Just as soon as this month tick happens. Right now. Excellent. And we are, of course, going to come over here. So as far as our invasion of these lads go, we definitely want to invade a corridor over here and grab this constellation away from them. We're going to be able to do total war. We definitely want to take everything up here. That is 100% a goal. The awkward thing, of course, is attacking some of these regions down here. But maybe we'll status quo them after a little while. Like, once we take over this region, and then we'll go after the Star Concord again. Yeah, that might not be the worst plan. Excellent. Well, our beta war is now over, and we are going to be exiting beta. Of course, I do want to check in with our... Where are you? I want to check in with our agricultural ring world. Because I know it's in here somewhere. You know what? It's probably easier to just go to Cyprix Alpha at this point and come in over here. Okay. So we can repair this food processing facility, and that'll be a big, big deal, actually. And we only need 1 more population to repair our gene clinic here as well. We're a little bit unemployed with food right now, or rather with jobs right now over here. Of course, the agricultural segment is housing neutral, so any other building slots that we put in over here, we may want to have that be, at least some of them be housing. Hydroponics farms are only 2 jobs, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then 2 paradise domes. That could do the trick. That could absolutely do the trick. This factory station is lacking jobs. This is an awkward little station. Fine. Let's just put in a civilian industry for now. This refinery station, we can repair this resource silo. Not like it's super useful, but it's more useful than doing absolutely nothing. That does give clerk jobs as well, so that's not the worst thing. Okay. So the food processing facilities will finish up right now. That should employ this worker, but these two specialists are not going to be employed until we repair this gene clinic. When is our pop going to grow here? Not for a while. I'm actually... These are all rulers. I'm going to move this guy over to the habitable section D. Excellent. And from there, now we can repair this gene clinic. And that will give us our 2 specialist employment. We can also upgrade this to a food processing center to work on getting even more food positive.
A study has been completed.
That should, in theory, bring us food positive. So I'm reasonably content with that. Excellent. We can also embiggen our fleet. That is, however, I think, a job for next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time, where we are going to prepare for our big war against the United Trading Pact. See you all then.